You're listening
You're listening
to another episode
of the FreshTakes
podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. We are finally back from hiatus. I'm not back to walking yet. But if you guys didn't know or you don't follow us along on our social, which I'm pretty sure we only posted on Facebook, I do have a cyst in my leg right now that caused me to fracture my leg. So that's why we were out, 2-3 weeks?
Something like that.
Because I've been to medical clinics and kind of just in pain and trying to find ways to make it so that I can actually be sitting here comfortably. But we figured it out. We're doing it. We're starting up again. So before I even get started, let me introduce my two favorite co-hosts here. We got Pat and the Great Tank.
Oh,
How have your guys' little mini vacation been?
it's been decent. I'm not gonna lie, I've missed you guys. I know we stay in contact. We always talk to each other, but I missed you all. I missed your all sexy faces. I missed Pat's bald headedness with the they're trying to make me laugh at the end of the videos. There he goes again, already trying to make me laugh. But I'm glad to hear that you don't have to have surgery, Tim. But I do apologize that
Well,
you've
there's
had to
still
go
a
through.
slight chance that that could happen.
Oh wow.
So
But still,
it's
I
only
mean,
if this shot doesn't work, then they're gonna have to. But they said it should be fine. He's had like 3,000 patients that he's done it with, and only one it didn't work for them. And all they did was just give them another shot, and it worked then.
okay.
So, but the other thing we have to mention before we get started is that the
I'm
award
agreeing.
show will be moved to the week before the NFL season starts. So that gives you guys more time to cast your votes and figure out who you're going to vote for before we actually do it. And then the one last thing we have to mention before we get started, the Kansas City Chiefs are your Super Bowl champions.
Oh, dude.
I'm sure you guys have known this by now, but yes, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. And I think Tank was the only one who picked Chiefs because Pat and I went Niners.
I said,
When we did those picks for the coin toss, the national anthem, what was the final verdict on that? I can't remember.
I think you had 3, I had 1, and Pat had 0.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't hit it.
Who would have assumed Usher would come out to a brand new song?
I know, right?
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna start. We're gonna actually try something different this offseason. We're not gonna do a bunch of fantasy drafts and over and unders and predictions and all this stuff. We're actually gonna spend most of our offseason having Tank versus Pat and a bunch of trivia that yours truly has came up with while he's been on his leave. And at the end of the season, whoever wins the most trivia could potentially win a prize from your host. Potentially.
I just want to. How about this? I just want to hug.
Well, if I can walk by then. But all right, we're gonna ease into it first. Today's video, you guys, the first one, you guys aren't going against each other or nothing like that. And then the second thing you guys are gonna be doing, you guys are gonna work as a team. So your trivia doesn't start till next week. When I'll just go ahead and spoil it now. Next week, you guys are gonna be playing Jeopardy.
What now? Do I have to answer it? What is
No,
the answer?
I don't care about that stuff.
Okay.
So I'm saying you guys will be doing an NFL Jeopardy next week. I came up with all of the questions, got all the answers. I even came up with the final Jeopardy.
Is there going to be daily doubles?
No,
Man.
I only have one board. I didn't do the 2 boards, so the daily doubles. But all right, so the first thing you guys are gonna do is you're gonna do that hit trend on TikTok, the whole blindly ranking things without knowing what's coming next. So we're gonna hit all of the offense categories. We're going to do a quarterback, a running back, a receiver, and then the tight ends. So, First up, you guys have Tua Tagovailoa.
Um,
So
Pat, you want to answer?
shout out where you guys think you. Well, you guys can put them in different spots.
Wait, wait. Hold on. What are we doing here? What's the trend?
So you're blindly ranking people. Like I gave you Tua, so he's either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but you don't know
Oh,
who's coming next.
you'll give 5 quarterbacks to
Yes, and
quit.
then I'll do 5 running backs, 5 receivers, and 5 tight
Okay.
ends. So
Man,
right
are
now
Well,
you
you
writing
have
this down? 'Cause
Tua.
I'm not. I'm
I
not writing
think
this down. Are you?
I'm gonna
nah.
edit it
Well,
back.
yeah. I think that Tua's safe to put at 3.
That's what I was getting ready to say. 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so you both say 3.
yeah.
All right, next up, Joey B. Joe Burr.
There's only oh boy, there's only 2 other people on this list.
They're not active. Some of these aren't active players. It's
Oh,
just
okay,
all time in the NFL.
Oh
okay,
wow.
okay. I think we
Man, can I
probably
can I
put
can
Tua
I
a little high
can
then,
we
I
huh?
change
would
our
say
picks for this
I
one?
should have said that first. So if you want to change Tua right now, I will allow
Okay,
that. I should
let's
have said
try
that first.
drop 2 to 4 if it's all
Okay.
time, because I feel like you're probably gonna have some random just ass person.
That's what I'm thinking.
So you want 4 too?
Um,
Yeah,
Okay.
put 2 at 4.
So you got Joe Burt,
and this
Put
is
Joe
all
Burrow for me,
time.
3.
3 for Burrow.
Put Burrow at 2 for me.
All
Oh
right.
wow.
Next up, Dan Marino.
Well, that makes that one easy for me, kind of.
You're putting him at 5? Wow. Okay. Tank, your list is going to be kind of bad.
I don't care.
Um, I guess I can't go with career trajectory because we don't know. So I'll put Dan at 1.
Okay, next up, Colt McCoy.
All right, there it is.
Tank, you got 1 or
Well,
2. You got Colt McCoy 1 or 2.
well, while he's deciding, I'll go ahead and slip him safely into my 5.
So then Pat only has number 3 left. So you putting him at 2? All right.
I guess so.
Last one, Kirk Cousins.
1. Dag nabbits.
All
The
right.
safest
So
number 3 of all time.
Pat has Dan Marino, Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins, Tua, and Colt McCoy. And then Tank has Kirk Cousins, Colt McCoy, Joe Burrow, Tua, and Dan Marino.
All right, yeah.
All right. So now we're going to jump on to the running backs. Austin Eckler.
We're doing all time again.
Yes, all of them are going to be all time.
Put him at 4.
Austin Eckler at 4 for Tank.
Yeah, I'll go 4.
All right. James Conner.
I gotta go 5 for him. I think Eckler's a little better.
That's what I'm thinking. James Conner 5.
All right.
All right.
Todd Gurley.
Okay. All right. It really depends on who's. Oh man.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of who we might have picked to be the last one.
You got to think there's so many running backs.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling there's a
2.
really.
You're going to put him at 2?
Yep.
Yeah, put Todd at my 2 because I feel like there's a bad name coming, but I'm probably wrong.
Joe
That's me.
Mixon.
3.
Yeah, 3.
We have
And
the
then
same
last
one.
but not least, you guys have the same exact list. So you all rank Adrian Peterson at number 1.
Okay. Yeah, I can
So your
accept that.
list here is actually pretty good. AP at 1, Todd Gurley at 2, Joe Mixon at 3, Austin Eckler at 4, and James Conner at 5. Probably where I would have listed all of them.
Seeing it now, I might switch Eckler and Mixon, but it's up for debate there.
All
Man, I
right.
would totally redo my whole quarterback list.
Now I'm going to hit you guys pretty hard. Number 1, Jerry Rice.
Wide receiver, right?
Yep.
Jerry Rice. Oh,
You gotta go. I'm just going one.
Number 2 for
two,
Tank. All right. Percy Harvin.
4,
5.
Hollywood Brown.
Oh shit. 4.
5.
Jalen Waddle.
What do I have left? 1 and 3.
1 and 3. And Pat, you have 2 and 3.
I'll
Give
say
me
3.
3.
Both of you say 3. All right. Last but not least, Adam Thielen.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh.
So, Tank, you had Adam Thielen, Jerry Rice, Jalen Waddle, Percy Harvin, and Hollywood Brown. And Pat, you had Jerry Rice, Adam Thielen, Jalen Waddle, Hollywood Brown, and Percy Harvin. All right. Last up, we have the tight ends. Number 1, Darren Waller.
5.
I'll say 4. There's gonna be a gem in here, isn't there?
TJ Hawkinson.
2.
3.
Jordan Reed.
4.
I put Waller at 4.
Yeah.
I'll put Reed at 3.
Dallas Clark.
I got 1 and 2 left.
Yes.
Put him at 2.
Dallas Clark at 2.
And I have 1 and 5 left.
Yeah. Are you guys going to share number 1 again?
I'll go 1.
All right. And last but not least, Dalton Schultz.
Okay, I can play him. That's fine.
So, Tank, you had Dalton Schultz, Dallas Clark, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Reed, and Darren Waller. And then, Pat, you had Dallas Clark, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Reed, Darren Waller, and Dalton Schultz. So, there you guys have it. That is your blind ranking without knowing. So,
that was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, a little nervous-ing. I might have to create mine for that for next week.
I
or
told
something.
you guys should have created one. But all right, so now we're gonna switch things up. I'm gonna edit this part out so you guys can just say what you want to say or do what you want to do.
Look at the misses. Oh.
All right, so this is part 1. Okay. Okay, so I don't. Oh, okay, sweet. I can change this up. Thank God. Can I make this bigger?
No, we can play together on this one, right?
Yes, you and Pat will be together in this one.
Good.
Oh, thank God I can do it this way. Do you guys see yourselves?
Yeah, I see me.
Okay. You can see the board?
Barely, but good. Like
Yeah,
I can see it's Ray Lewis, Roquan Smith, Calvin, I guess Ridley,
Yeah, Calvin Ridley.
and Derek
Watt.
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 I mean, if you guys have any questions,
can't-
I'll help you out.
I was gonna say those 4 I can't see the last names, and I'm fine.
This might actually be a trouble for me because I forgot to bring my paper in of who's all together. But all right, we'll work on it together. All right, I will bring it back in. Can I cover this up?
So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 already.
All right, ready? I'll bring us back in. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we are here for the Fresh Takes Connections game. If you guys don't know what Connections is, you guys need to find, there's 4 different connection groups in here and 4 players that meet that requirement. I checked. I may have missed something. If I did, I'm apologizing, but there should be that none of them overlap with something else. So here's what I'm going to do for you guys. You guys are working as a team, right?
I
You'll
was gonna
get
say I already
three
know.
stuff. Well, you get three things. You can use a hint, you can ask a yes or no question, and I will pair up two people in a category, but that's all you get from me wise. But you guys can help together.
All right. Well, Pat, here's what I see real quick. I don't know if you see it. You got RG3, Mark Sanchez, Matt Leinart, and Sam Darnold. I'm thinking that's a QB selection. Is that I don't see any other QBs on the list.
I will tell you, you guys got to be
Um,
specific to what the category is, though. Like just saying
yeah,
they're QBs, there might be more specific to it.
yeah.
What?
I think Greg Newsome. Who is Greg Newsome?
That's what I'm thinking. Who is Greg Newsom? I can't even think of the
Okay,
name. Am
is
I allowed to
Sam?
look on my phone to see what they are?
I'll just tell you,
No.
Greg Newsome is a cornerback for the Browns.
Browns.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Say, if you have any questions about players, I will tell you them.
So it could be Tank, but see, I don't see another quarterback.
That's what I'm
Sanchez,
saying.
Liner, Sanchez, Liner, and Darnold all played at USC. I don't know if another person on here did play at USC with them.
Where'd Calvin Ridley go?
Calvin Ridley, I want to say was
Alabama.
Bama.
Yeah, he went to Bama.
I could have sworn he went to USC.
Maybe Devin McCourty. I don't know. I also see there is Von Miller, Malcolm Smith, Ray Lewis. They are all Super Bowl MVPs, but I don't know that one of the other ones is, unless it's Larry Brown. Is that it, Tim?
Well, remember, you guys got to agree together. If you guys agree that those four are Super Bowl MVPs, then shoot it. You get up to 5 incorrect answers. So if you want to take one of your chances of an incorrect answer, shoot it.
Well, we could. Oh man, we could. I don't know, Tank. What do you think? Well, I'm
Well,
not that confident that Larry Brown was a Super Bowl. Well,
so you're saying
could have been.
Larry Brown, Von Miller, Ray Lewis, and Malcolm Smith were all Super Bowl MVPs.
Well, I don't know that Larry Brown was, but I know
That's
that
what I'm
the other
saying. Like
two
that's
were.
that's what you're guessing.
Yeah. That would be a guess because I don't know where else Larry Brown would fit in with three other people. He would fit with Jason Kelsey as a lineman. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he played at college either. Maybe he went to
Yeah,
USC.
I say yeah. Let's shoot that one. Let's
You
submit
want to
that.
rip that one? So it's Larry Brown, Von Miller. You said Malcolm Smith and Ray Lewis?
Yeah.
Correct. All defensive MVPs in a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Oh, I get this. This is connect. I played this on my computer from New York Times. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, you're trying to connect all these people together of what could be their whole potential outcome.
Okay.
So right now you got one correct. You have 0 incorrect. Remember, you get 5 strikes, and you have your 3 bonus hints as well.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Watt, Gronkowski, Jason Kelsey, and Devin McCourty all have brothers that play in the NFL.
You both agree? You gonna rip it?
Do you agree, Tank?
I'm yes. I'm trying to look at the other names. Sorry.
Oh, you're
Do you agree with these ones?
Yes.
Correct. Have brothers that played in the NFL.
good.
Man, Pat, you're on a roll.
I'm still
This
thinking that
Look,
This
I said you guys
USC.
have 5 incorrects and 3 that you can ask. You can ask me if that's what you think it is, Tank. If you want to use one of your lifelines. Remember, your lifelines are a yes or no question, me grouping 2 people together for you, and what did I say the third one was? I can't remember now.
I can't remember either.
Um, I
I
think
know.
said I tell you guys a category. No, not category, because that'd be too obvious. Well,
Yeah.
here, a yes or no question. I'll group 2 people together, and then you can ask me if you're on the right track.
What's your thoughts, Pat? Because then that would leave Paris Campbell, Calvin Ridley, Roquan Smith, and Greg Newsom. What do those 4 have in common to be paired
Wait,
if I would
Paris
go with the other
Campbell.
4? It
Paris
would be Paris
Campbell. Who
Campbell,
else?
Calvin Ridley, Roquan Smith, and Greg Newsom.
Oh, they all went to. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
You're so confident, and you're like, yeah, never mind.
Then I was like, no, Paris Campbell is definitely not Alabama.
I don't. I don't think
He
Greg
went
Newsom
to.
was either. I'm pretty sure Newsom was
No.
LSU.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I was like instantly like, nah. Well, there are 2 Alabama. There are 3 USC, 1 Ohio State, 1 Baylor,
I'm glad
and
you know
Greg
the
Newsom.
colleges. I can't think of colleges like that.
Um,
Well, here, I will just take one of
No,
your
I don't
guys'
want to use any of my
lifelines.
lifelines yet.
I would take one of your guys' lifelines and just let you know none of it is college based.
okay, there we go.
So now you're down to the yes or
So,
no, and then asking me to group 2 people together.
so do we just want to try your original one, Tank, and do
I
the
mean, we
4
got 5
quarterbacks?
guesses on it, so
Do the 4 quarterbacks group,
yeah, do the
and
4 quarterbacks: RG3, Matt Leinart, Sam Darnold, Mark Sanchez.
Okay,
and
so I'm going to tell you this. It's not going to count as one of your lifelines. That's correct, but you're
oh,
not guessing correctly of what the category is.
is it number 2 overall picks?
Correct, Pat. Second
Holy
QB
crap!
drafted in their class.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
now
even
you have
think
to tell
about
me
that.
what Greg Newsom, Paris Campbell, Roquan Smith, and Calvin Ridley all have in common.
They all played for a new team last year.
No. Greg
Or
Newsom
they
is
all.
Greg Newsom's always been in well, that's one of your incorrects there. But Greg Newsom's always been in Cleveland.
Damn it. Oh, think of a teammate they've
Oh,
had. Think of a teammate they may have had. That's impossible. I can't think of any of their teammates.
Calvin Ridley's played on what?
The Jags and the Falcons.
That's what's this. Roquan.
The Bears and the Ravens. Paris has been in
Wasn't he
Washington.
on Giants at one time?
I think he's Washington, Colts, and Giants.
Okay.
And Greg Newsom's only been with Cleveland, I'm pretty sure.
Well, nothing with that.
Well, how about this?
Let me
They
see.
they none of those 3, but none of those 4 players have played on a team from the West.
I mean, it's not wrong subjectively. Did they all run sub 4.4 40s?
No.
I'm sure they did.
I don't think Roquan did.
I think he did actually. I think well,
Oh.
not sub 4.4, but I think it was 4.48
All
or
right.
something.
Well, I'm counting that as one of your guesses, so you have 3 more.
Yeah, that's fine. We got a couple to.
So
Pat,
you got time to sit.
Pat, ask the yes or no question. I mean, we can't use the other lifeline to put 2 in together because we already know all 4 of them. We just got to figure it out. Ask a
Oh yeah.
question.
All right, since you can't use the the group two together, I will give you that. You can ask me to give you a hint of what it's. That's what it was. The other one was give you a hint. So
Well,
I'll take out the. But you can still ask
yeah.
your yes or no first.
Can it, does it have to do with the teammate?
No.
Okay.
So then you get a hint left.
Might as well
Yeah,
use
go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
Use the hint. Okay, it has something to do with what Tank is wearing right now.
A jersey. Is he wearing a jersey? I can't see him.
Yes, I am wearing Michael Parsons.
So then, yes, it has something to do with a jersey.
Calvin Ridley was he in number 11 in Falcons? Yes.
Uh, Wait, are they all zero? Number zero?
That's what I was going to get ready to get at.
Is
He
that
was
your guess?
hold on. Pat, hold on. Calvin was
Yeah,
11-0. Roquan was, I can't remember, but I know in Baltimore he was 0.
yeah. Well, he was at no time 11, so it has to be zero.
So go with they all wore the jersey number 0.
Yeah.
Correct. They all currently wear the number 0. Paris Campbell wears 0 for the Giants. Greg Newsome wears 0 for the Browns. Calvin wears 0 for the Jaguars. And Roquan wears 0 for the Ravens.
I hate that we had to use him for that. That was so simple.
All right, you guys ready for grid number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh
Facebook.
gosh.
All right, number 2. Here you guys go.
Still another one. Um, which this doesn't count as a question. Which LT?
It's LaDainian Tomlinson. That's why I have Lawrence Taylor spelled out.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't even see he was
I
down
didn't
there.
see
Okay.
it either. I was thinking in my head.
All right, let's see.
Well,
Some of these, though, I don't have my notebook, so I'm trying to think of them too.
hey Pat,
Yeah.
I know for a fact Baker Mayfield, Randy Moss, Sean Alexander. I don't know if there's might be on there. But I'm asking you is this question: is there another person on here that might have played for multiple teams in their career? Did Antoine Randall play two teams?
Yeah, he played
Wasn't he a
like
Redskin and
3.
a Steeler?
Yeah.
Yes.
I always forget
I
his Redskin days.
we can keep that on the back burner for maybe
Okay.
like one of the because I don't know that there's probably a lot of them that are played for what I
Well, because Joe Montana, he played for the Chiefs and the 49ers.
I will tell you, one of the categories is very hard.
We'll save one of our lifelines for that.
well one of them is easy,
What's the
although I
easy
can't
one?
remember. Well, I see Trey Burton and Antoine Randall there, and I know they have something in common. I guess Joe Mixon did it too. But who else? Did Joe Mixon do it? I don't think he did.
Harry Bradshaw, Joe Montana, Roger Staubach.
And Jim Plunkett.
Were they winning Super Bowl quarterbacks? Because Baker Mayfield wasn't.
Very
Joe
hard to sit
Burrow.
idle.
Is I I think that might
Staubach,
um
Montana, Bradshaw, Plunkett.
or is it Super Bowl MVPs? Is it Super Bowl winning quarterback?
I'm thinking it's the winning quarterbacks, but we got to agree on it.
Yeah. We can try that. We have 5 misses.
Yeah. All right, Tim, we're going with Montana, Bradshaw, Staubach, and Plunkett as the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
I will tell you that you are correct in the people and very close on what the category is. Yes, they are Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, but it has something to do with that.
Is that the 80s?
Multiple
You're getting closer on there, but there's still something.
back to back.
No,
No, Montana wasn't back to back, was he?
Plunkett was in back-to-back either.
No, one.
5.5 left.
I don't know.
Man, this is hard.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Where
I don't
has
even know who Mark Mosley is.
Mark Mosley, he was a kicker for the Redskins.
Interesting.
where has Juwan Jennings played?
Here, I'm going to go back to the quarterbacks for you right now and give you a massive hint that is going to give you it away. Joe Montana, 4-0 in a Super Bowl. Terry Bradshaw, 4-0 in a Super
never
Bowl.
lost a Super Bowl.
Boom. Quarterbacks that have never lost a Super Bowl.
There we go. All right. Just like all right.
Hey, guess what though? I got that slightly.
Plunkett was 2-0 and Staubach was 3-0.
Hey, Tank, did Joe Mixon throw a touchdown against the Rams in the Super Bowl?
Pretty sure he did. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he did.
I think he did too. I think it was a different trivia question Tim asked us this year too.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's do Mark Mosley, Joe Mixon, Trey Burton, and Antoine Randall.
That is your first strike.
Is it not Mark Mosley?
Is this your yes or no question?
No.
Say, are you using your yes or no question?
Where all has Juwan Jennings played?
I think just San Fran. I don't know him from anywhere else.
I really feel bad for you guys.
Da-da. Well,
did Sean Alexander play in the Super Bowl?
yeah.
Okay. Joe Mixon played in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. So did Joe Burrow. So did Randy Moss. So did Lawrence Taylor. So did Trey Burton.
I was trying to think of I was thinking of running backs. I was thinking running backs with Super Bowl.
Well, there's only three running backs left.
I know. So that's why I was going through it. All right. Shoot. Trey Burton is really getting me confused.
Well, no, he shouldn't because there's someone else here that threw a damn touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yes, but who?
There's no chance.
Was it?
Is it Juwan Jennings? Is it Juwan Jennings? Did he do it 5 years ago or whatever?
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Didn't Antoine Randall when he played Arizona?
Well, for Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he did it. Trey Burton did it. Where'd my other guy go?
Mixon?
Oh, yeah. Joe Mixon.
Burrow.
Well, I mean, I guess Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. All right, same attempt, but with Burrow instead of Mark Mosley.
Second X.
Third attempt, but with Juwan Jennings instead of those two.
Yes. Guys.
Thank God.
Guys. The Super Bowl that happened 3 weeks ago, Juwan Jennings threw a touchdown in it.
Did he really?
Yes.
When?
That was the first touchdown of the game. It was to Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, that's right.
So those four non-QBs to throw touchdowns in the Super Bowl. And Pat, I applaud you for remembering that during midseason on one of my trivias, I did bring up that Joe Mixon was the last one to do it.
Yeah.
I applaud you for remembering.
Hey, I thought I said yes to it also. So yes, I remember too.
All right, you're down to your guys' last two categories.
And how many strikes do we have? Two.
Two.
How many lifelines?
I think you still have all three lifelines. Because me giving you guys the first one was my own disclosure.
Hey, what about getting rid of the one lifeline where he puts two of them together? That because when we get there, if we get to the very last one, we can't use it.
That's true.
So might as well go ahead and use it now.
Yeah.
You
Go ahead.
want the two together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy Moss and Alvin Kamara.
That kind of helps, actually. I would not have placed those two together. Um,
But even with those two together, what's the other four of the other category? Leave.
well, we got to think the other two with them first.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, remember, you guys have your hint and you guys have your yes or no question.
No, because you used the hint for the last category.
Well, what if you use the hint to knock out them to just go down to the last category?
But you said that last category is super hard, so I want to save that lifeline.
Well, what if you figure out that super hard one before?
Then I guess we'll just carry that lifeline over to the next week's. uh, Randy Moss, Alvin Kamara. What do they have in common? What schools do they go to? Pat?
Tennessee
And Moss
slash
was
Alabama, and Moss was
Marshall, wasn't he?
yeah, one of those West Virginia ones.
It was Marshall.
Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma. Who knows where Mark Mosley went?
You know, Jacoby?
LSU. Marshall is not in the SEC. I don't know where Sean Alexander went. Alabama, probably. Florida. No, I think he went to Florida.
I was about to say, I don't think he went to like a major college. Sean Alexander. Oh no, he went to Alabama.
Was it Alabama?
Yeah, he was a Crimson Tide.
Nice. Nice.
What's your thoughts about this, Pat?
Yeah.
LT, Moss, Kamara, and one more. They all broke records.
Oh, Sean Alexander. Sean Alexander. They all had most touchdowns in the season. Scoring. Yeah.
So what is it?
Moss, LT, Kamara, and Alexander. And it was
they all have won a scoring record or a scoring title or
no.
How do we phrase it? Most touchdowns scored.
That's strike three.
Is it those four grouped together though?
Is that your yes or no?
Yeah.
No.
I thought I was on to something there, Pat.
Close. You close. Sean Alexander has won an league MVP. Lawrence Taylor has won a league MVP.
Baker Mayfield hasn't.
LaDainian Tomlinson has. I don't think Randy did, though. Well, he couldn't have because Kamara's group. Baker definitely hasn't.
I'm about to say, I know Baker hasn't.
Joe Burrow hasn't? No, he hasn't won it yet.
No. Oh my gosh. Can you push the shuffle button so I can look at it again?
There you go.
There we go. Much better.
Does that, Tim, if you put on a freaking kicker, there's no chance. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm lost on these ones. I'm not even gonna lie.
So wait, who are the ones left that aren't MVPs? So it would be Alvin, Randy, Baker, and yo, I have no idea.
Baker. Okay, so Burrow, Kamara, Burrow, Mayfield, Moss. But Mosley also, I don't think Mosley's won an MVP, has he?
He's a kicker. There's not a chance.
Yeah. So there's five there that so it doesn't deal with MVP.
Or does it? Did Mark Mosley win an MVP tank? He was a
I mean,
Redskins kicker.
it could have been college MVP or something. I mean,
Maybe.
Do
do you want to use our last lifeline of getting the category or
Yeah. But we have to get something.
you
I'm
want to?
stuck.
Okay, so then which do you want? I will give you the option for the hint. Do you want the one that has Moss and Kamara together, or do you want the other one?
no? Give me which one do you want, Pat?
Moss and Kamara.
The group
Give
that
us.
Moss and Kamara in have to do with college.
And Kamara went to Alabama.
Well, Tennessee and Alabama. I don't know which one.
What conference is Tennessee in?
The SEC. Marshall's like
Marshall's
in a
in Central
not.
USA.
Yeah, it's like a non-power five.
Yeah, I think it's Central USA.
Uh,
Deals with college.
are they along the Blue Ridge Mountains? Marshall, Tennessee. Somewhere
Alabama.
else. Somewhere else. You know,
And I think we're going to get stumped on this one there, Pat.
it has to do with college.
It has to do with
Yes.
college.
That's not a hint.
That's what I'm saying.
Um,
You
don't
are
know.
the weakest link, Tim. Goodbye.
Yeah, I am.
All right, I'll give
Stumped.
you another hint. Your MVP track, you are very close on.
Yeah.
Did the Heisman winners? Were they the high?
No, this hint is for the other four.
Oh, the other four was MVPs. Okay. Did Randy Moss ever? He didn't win the Heisman.
He might have. I don't. I don't think Kamara did though.
You guys are stumped on this one.
Yeah, I have no.
Kamara. What about this? What about this, Pat? Alexander Kamara, Burrow Moss. They all scored touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Has Kamara been to a Super Bowl?
All right, here. I'm going to drop one last hint for you guys. In Kamara's category, he's the only running back.
Oh, wow. So that gets rid of Alexander and LT. So the other two is either Burrow, Mayfield, Taylor, Mosley.
Mayfield and Burrow.
Look, I'm going to spare you guys some time and our viewers some time. Pat, go back to your original thought.
What was my original thought?
with Taylor Alexander in them.
Uh, Lawrence Taylor, Sean Alexander, LaDainian Thomason, and Mark Mosley.
Yes. What about him?
They are league MVPs, baby.
Yes. Non-QB
God
MVPs.
damn
Mark
it.
Mosley won it in 89.
Who the hell let a kicker win? What
Now
kind of
you
year for stats was that? I'm going running back, quarterback that played the game that year, and they're getting fined.
Okay, so that lets you know that Kamara, Moss, Burrow, and Baker are all together. It has to do with college. You guys have
They
2 X's left.
they all transferred.
Yes.
No.
Good
Did they
job,
really?
Pat. Yes, they are all college transfers.
Where did Moss transfer from?
Moss started at a real small school and then transferred to Marshall.
I see. I don't. All right.
Say,
I guess
I looked it up. They were part of the top 15 most notable college transfers. Joe Burrow started at Ohio State and went to LSU.
Yeah.
And Baker, I can't remember where Baker started. I want to say
He went to
Ohio
Oklahoma.
State. Well, he went to
Uh,
Oklahoma.
I was gonna say it was Oklahoma and
Texas Tech.
what? It was
Texas
another red
A&M, I
state.
think, maybe.
Yeah, it
I
might
was
have
gonna
been
say,
A&M.
was it Texas A&M?
Yeah,
Let me see.
because I saw his little documentary before his playoff game against the Steelers or something like that.
Yes, he went to Texas Tech, and then he went to
Oh,
Lake
Texas Tech.
Travis High School, and then he went to University
You're
of
telling
Oklahoma.
me they got rid of Baker Mayfield or Texas Tech for Patrick Mahomes?
Let me see.
All right, I'm not gonna create one of them because that's too way too complicated for me.
That one was tough. That one was tough. Really
I
So,
tough.
think out of both of those challenges, I only had one category out of all 8 of them.
well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We hope you guys enjoyed our first episode back. Remember, next week, these two are going to start their trivia one-on-one throughout the spring, summer with Jeopardy. And Tank, if you come up with a blindly ranking, maybe we'll do that before Jeopardy.
All right, I'll definitely will.
Hope you guys did enjoy. If any updates happen about my leg and we need to let you guys know, follow us on Facebook.
Nah, you don't say that. I say that.
I just said that part. Only that part. But other than that, I'm signing off. Over to Pat.
I thought I knew some things about football until tonight.
Now you
Mark
know
Mosley,
more.
if you ever stumble across this, congrats on your MVP. But you don't deserve it.
Hold on.
Off you, Tank.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm fighting with my dog.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I was about to say, Pat, let me check first. But no, he is alive in 75.
Hey, Mark Mosley, follow us. You can follow anybody. Follow us on the good old X, aka Twitter, FKA I forgot to throw those in front of the Twitter. But yeah, those you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and don't forget YouTube. And once we hit the 100 subscribers on the YouTube, yours truly, Tank, Pat, and Tim will be getting a gift for one of our loyal fans and followers. Don't forget, you can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. And I will definitely be throwing something out next week on a blind react or whatever you want to call it,
Line
ranking.
ranking.
Yeah, blind ranking. So be listening to that because guys, get ready for it.
Oh, one last thing that we forgot to mention. With how my leg is, since I am the one who does do the editing for the videos, the Tank's Thoughts is going to be on a hiatus until my leg is better, so that it's not a bunch of editing and stuff I have to do sitting with my leg propped up and everything like that.
I'm
So,
down with that.
say you guys will get probably one video a week where it'll be us doing trivia. And then that just
And
gives Tank time to think of top 10s he wants to do throughout the NFL season for you guys.
yeah, Definitely.
Other than that, we will talk to you guys
Don't
next
forget,
week.
go Cowboys.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, this is their year.
They're here. Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.